Welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where our mission is to provide education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. USA Global TV and Radio connects you with experts and audiences all around the world every single day to help you succeed in business and to live a richer life. Visit us at usaglobaltv.com to learn about career and life-changing training and mentoring programs like the Listening Mentor. Subscribe to our newsletter to stay informed about our special programs and offers. Discover how you can become a guest on one of our shows or a host or producer of a USA Global TV and Radio show of your very own. That's USA Global TV and Radio, where the doctor is always in.
Hello and welcome to another exciting and fully knowledgeable episode of Talking Heads. Well, my episode anyway. Talking Heads on the wonderful platform of USA Global TV and Radio. Fantastic. All right, so what we're going to do today, my name is Dr. Madalene Chan, and we are going to talk about how do you take your vibrational pill? What is that, you wonder? Okay, so let's rewind a little bit. What we're going to talk about is why do we need to take a vibrational pill? Now, the vibrational pill is something that you cannot see. It's not something you physically take. It's not any kind of medicine at all. It's to do with energy. So, let's say, for example, so in this world right now, there's so much chaos going on. There's so many timelines that are happening in the way that there are some people that are for the presence of love. Some people that are actually leading their lives by their heart. And there are some people that are entrenched in fear, but the fear is working for them, and because it's working for them, they don't want to go to lead by their heart. And then there's the middle people sitting on the fence, and the middle people are the ones that are asking questions. They're actually stuck. They're actually asleep in the way that their lives are dominated by what's going on in their outside reality, in the outside world. And at the moment, since we're in 2023, which is the year for the masks to fall, and I did do an episode on the era of the falling masks on Talking Heads, which you will find on the YouTube platform of USA Global TV on the Talking Heads. You will find it there. Anyway, let's go back to the vibrational pill. So for the people that are sitting on the fence, they obviously are going to start to wake up and say, what is going on in this life? So they need help in the way that the vibrational pill is so that you are in a state of high vibration. Because if you are to heal yourself, or if you are, when you manifest things in your life, manifestation, when you put visual, and you put your mind, which is thought, and put your feeling, which is the emotion, and you visualize it. That is manifestation. You bring it forth. You bring it through. Now, the thing is, if you, how can I say? If you are trying to manifest and you have a lot of issue, you have a lot of pain or suffering, or you have certain things that you haven't dealt with. And when you are thinking about what you want to desire and acquire in your life through your dreams, aspirations, if you have have unresolved issues. Now, unresolved issues could be from physical, mental, and emotional. So all these three categories, you need to at least be in a neutral zone. So if you have things that are to deal with physical, that's more or less to do with your health. And if you see things appearing, you have symptoms, then obviously the underlying root of it, you have to look at the underlying root cause of it. Same as if you've had a background of abuse, being abused or abusive, then you need to deal with this. And how we have to start to begin this in order for manifestation to work and for full manifestation of healing of the body, healing of what is going on internally, we have to at least have worked through 50% of our issues, our pain, our suffering on a physical, emotional, and mental level. We also have to add in the energetic, because everything is energy. So what we have to do is take the vibrational pill. And what I mean by that is in the morning when you wake up, before actually thinking about what you're going to do for the day, before actually writing in your journal, as some people do, upon waking up, you haven't just to spring out of bed and whoa, and then dash, dash, dash. No. You just have to do some breathings. Just breathing in and breathing out. And as you're doing this, you think of nature. You think of just calmness. And you have to say, thank you for the day, as in, I wake up to this day with who I am, and I welcome who I am, and I welcome all experiences today from who I am. So first of all, you have to say thank you, gratification. You can just say, I welcome this day to who I am. And that's all you need to say. Oh, thank you, Mother, Father, God, or thank you, God, or thank you, universe. However you relate to the universe, to the mighty all, then you have to you say that, and that's exactly what the meaning will be. So you say thank you, gratification. When you've done that, you've just relaxed yourself. Now, remember when I was talking about last week about certain colors of protection? Now, purple is the violet ray is for purification. So what you could do is you can visualize taking a shower with all these purple rays coming in through the crown, through all the chakras, going all the way down the body, all the way down to the feet, all the way down to the earth's core. And then when it's doing this, bringing all that shining brilliance, and then you imagine that violet ray going back up into the heavens. And what this is doing, the universe, sorry, that's what it's doing, is purifying. Remember I said last week, for those viewers who weren't in tune for last week, when I was talking about cosmic rays, purple is the color, the violet purple is a color for purification, meaning bringing an energy that has discord, a negative energy, a discordant energy. And what it does, the violet flame purifies that energy and returns that energy back to its neutral state, back to neutral. So therefore it can go back to where it came from to then be transformed and used in another way, because energy is never wasted. Energy never dies. It takes on a different form and transforms and transmutes into something else. So yeah, so in the morning, just say your good morning, thanking the universe, maybe for your life, for the house you live in, for the job, for the family. You know, just make it so that it's short and brief. And then imagine these rays coming through, and it takes less than 5 minutes. But this is your vibrational pill. There's also a decree you can do where what I say is, I am a being of cause alone, and that cause love is the sacred tone. This means basically I, as I, God, am, God in action, am is in action. So I am a being, a creative being, not a human, but a being. So I'm addressing the being within. So what I'm doing, and when I say this, is I address the divinity, the divineness within me, not the human, but the divineness. But when you address the divineness, it will flow, it will be in harmony to the human consciousness. So then you have a balance. So I am a being of cause alone. Cause, right? So in a low vibrational world, as we know, 3D, limited life, where we've limited ourselves as humans, okay, in the 3D existence and world, which is a world of fear and world of opposites. What you need to do is, in that world of fear, is you need to, I'm losing my train now. I need to come back. Yeah. In the world, yes, that's it. Boom, got it again. Sometimes it happens like this. Right. So it's cause and effect. So where there is an action or a thought, or an action or thoughts actioned into doing, there is always a reaction, whether that's coming from a positive perspective or whether that's coming from a negative perspective, or whether that's, so that's basically the two polarities. Yeah. So when you work with the divine being, that's our divine divinity, that's who we are, the I am, there is no effect. It's just cause. So I am a being of cause alone. So what you're saying is, I am a being of cause. So I'm putting that cause out. I'm putting that vision, that feeling out there. I am a being of cause alone. And that cause that I'm saying, and that cause is love. Because love is the most powerful, I'd say, medicine of the universe. The universe is run by a greater love, powerful love, unconditional love, but it's called a greater love, a higher divine love. And we have a part of that higher divine love within us. So let's look at, for example, we have the chakras, as you know. Yeah. Well, as maybe you've been following Caroline Hewitt, who is an expert on chakra psychology. So we have our chakras. Now, because our divine being, which is like a light body, it's our etheric body, which is our divine being, that has chakras too. And when you have to clear your energy, as in the human, the chakras, But then you also have to address the divine being chakras as well. And that's why the purple, the violet purple flame, the violet flame, you need to use this because this clears your blocked and stagnant energy. No other tool on earth can clear discordant energy because you can't see discordant energy. You can feel it, but you can't see it. So the only way that discordant energy can transfer and transmute and transform is through the violet flame. Another way is angels carry the sacred fire. So that's exactly the same. So you can always ask the angels, ask Mighty I Am, I ask the angels of sacred fire to come through and blast that discordant energy. Boom, it's there. And then you always have to thank. You always have to thank them. Or you can do it yourself. And that's by visualizing the ray, purple ray, coming through your crown, going through your throat chakra, going through your heart, going through the solar plexus, going through your root, and then down into the earth's chakra. And then coming back up, back through the crown, all the way back up, through the crown, up into the universe. So that's a vibrational pill. Now you can say decrees as well, happy decrees, as well as you keep it uplifted. It's important to feel uplifted. When you're taking a vibrational pill, you also need to realize that with any medicine, when you take any medicine, you have to follow certain regulations or certain formula in order for the medicine to work effectively. And that is the same with the vibrational pill. In order to have the vibrational pill work effectively, is you have to address certain issues in your life on a physical, emotional, mental, and etheric energy level. And how you can do that is myself and Dr. Jacqueline offer courses on USA Global TV usaglobaltv.com/education. And there we have a course, especially course 4, in 2 parts about facing your fear, awakening to your fear, and how to deal with your fear, and how to be aware, and how to know what to do, and then how to transcend. Once you've been on these courses, then you can start doing the vibrational pill. Because what the courses will do is help you, give you the tools to clear your own debris, to clear your own clogged up, stagnant energy. Now, if you do not clear your energy, it manifests into forms of disease. And it could be minor disease, and then eventually it can go into major, even terminal, because it's repressed emotions. It's repressed. It's where you have kept it hidden. And it's almost, you add another layer to it, and it's squashing and squashing, and it's getting heavier and heavier and heavier. And guess what? You're a ticking time bomb. And all it takes is someone to say something to you out of character that day, and boom, you're going to explode. And you know that the saying when they say you see red, that's exactly what happens. You see red. You are no longer in control of your emotions. You are no longer in control of your reaction. And that is because you're not dealing with it. And if you're not dealing with it, it gets worse. So some of this is not just, it's unseen, but some of it is stuck in the memories of our cellular. So we need to cleanse. Now, some of the energies, we can't cleanse ourselves. We can't cleanse our karmic from previous lives energy. All right, because that still stays in our DNA. So it's still within us. So we have to clear it. And the most easiest way is, number one, you ask your heart. You actually start to have a conversation with your heart, honestly, because your heart will show you. Your heart will, it's almost like it will expand, and it's almost like you'll feel it. You'll feel what's good for you. You'll feel that this is the right medicine. You'll feel that this is the right way. And so basically the vibrational pill comes down to this: clear your shadow. Clear your shadow because your soul wants it. And we are in the era of the soul, and it's about cleansing your soul. And cleansing your soul is also about bringing your higher consciousness, your divinity, your higher divinity, your divine divinity in perfect balance, harmonizing with your human consciousness. So therefore, you're not leading your life from an self-love, egoistic way. You're leading your life from your heart, centered in your heart, which is soul love. So the vibrational pill is about acquiring soul love. Soul love will help you to have anything you desire in your life, as long as it's constructive and as long as it's contributing to the whole mass human collective consciousness. So leading by the heart, for example. So vibrational pill. If, for example, you've said that, let's say, right, so we go back to the morning, you've said your good mornings, you've said you're grateful, being grateful for your life and everyone that's in it, and you welcome and you visualize what you'd like to happen for the day, and you feel on a high. Suddenly someone comes in and they project their fear or their issue on you, and then all of a sudden you start getting heavier. And then you know what will happen? You then start to think about what you want to achieve that day. And you know what? You start to feel deflated. You do not have the same fresh energy, the zestness you had in the morning. Now, that means to say you need to take another vibrational pill, because you're never going to avoid, in this world, you're never going to be able to avoid blame, condemnation, gossip, criticism. You're never going to be able to, and judgment. Those 5 lower vibrational, you're never going to be able to avoid this, because this world is run by this. And I mean by the outside reality. And the way that even if people, even myself, I do this. I do this sometimes. Suddenly something might just get at me, and I might just respond in a human way. But the great thing about it is that even though I responded in the human way, I acknowledge it straight away. You become aware, and it's like, that wasn't good. And I really felt that. Okay, let's take a breather. All it takes is 2 minutes to bring your vibration back up again. And then you will find that by bringing that vibration back up again, it's almost like you've come away from that energy, you've dealt with it because you recognize the lesson. And we're all here to learn our lessons, and our lessons are the soul lessons. We're in the soul era. We are here now to deal with our soul contracts. So we are not just human. We are evolving into we are a human collective consciousness, but we're evolving into our higher divine selves. So we are living in this world, but we're not part of it. So what I said for the vibrational pill, basically that makes you aware that it's time to take another vibrational pill. Now you can take a vibrational pill you need to lift your vibrations. Now you can listen to a song that really lifted you up. If you want music, you can do a little dance. You can just think about nature and connect to Mother Nature, and instantly lifts you up. You can say a decree. You can say something that means something that helps to lift you up, that's constructive, and that is your own inner sanctum. So when something like that happens and someone's really got to you through these blame, judgment, condemnation, criticism, and judgment, and gossip, those 5 attributes, those 5 lower attributes is what you will come across on a day-to-day basis, maybe more than just once a day. It depends. This world is going crazy at the moment, and you cannot take on that. But if you put up with that person and you agree with that person, or you end up doing something that's against what you're doing because you're doing it for that person, then basically you are living your life through that person rather than actually tuning in to your heart, your soul language, your soul. And there you will have your soul voice, where you can get every decision that is to be made from now on. Once you're on this master path of discovering and leading by your heart, you will find you will come further away from the outside reality in order to have close counsel within oneself, within your true self, which is your heart. So your heart becomes your guru. So your heart is the one, is the essence that is your vibrational pill. You cannot get your vibrational pill from anywhere else, nowhere else. You can't go to a shop. You can't take a medicine for it. You can't take a drink for it. No, because the vibrational pill is invisible, and it's available to everyone in the world, every person who is open to their heart. Now, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of people that will go through the motions but not feel it. Now, the vibrational pill, you can't fool the vibrational pill, because the vibrational pill knows all the masks that you pull on, all the masks that you put on each day. The vibrational pill can see through it, so it's not going to work. So in order for a full vibrational pill to be fully effective in your life, is you have to be completely truthful. There is no hiding whatsoever, because it's all energy, and the vibrational pill can only work with energy in its true source. Anything that is masked, where people could mask certain things that were happening to them. Even with some doctors, they could fool some doctors. You can't fool the vibrational pill. You can't. So the best thing is to be real with it, because you'll get the full effect, and know that you have to work on a day-to-day basis. You have to be aware. The vibrational pill, which is your soul, which is the medicine of your soul, will work with you if you're true to yourself, if you recognize it. If you don't, it's almost like you're going to be living in a mask after mask after mask after mask. And that illness or that emotional, low vibration emotion won't shift. It won't shift. It doesn't matter how much you try to put into your mind. Okay, you can fool someone and yourself for so long with your mind. But it's not about mind shift anymore. It's about the heart shift. It's about shifting the heart into your true higher consciousness, into your true heart, not your ego heart, because a lot of people work with mind shift connected with self-love from an ego. This time you have to have the mind shift balanced with the heart shift, with the feeling body. So with the mind and the feeling body has to work together. And that's what the vibrational pill is. So when you feel yourself drained, you need to get yourself back up there. If you can't, then call on the angels of sacred fire, or call on the purple violet fire, the violet flame of purification to come in and through and clear and clear. We should be going within at least 3 times a day. Yes. If you think about it, we're not up 24 hours, but a day is 24 hours. Let's say we work 7 or 8 hours. Let's say we spend some hours, 5 hours at home maybe, and then sleep for 6 hours, maybe more. So that means that the time that you're at work, or the time during the day that you're awake, think of how much is going to bring your vibration down. And it will. Not just the mass media, not just the globalization of all this, but people that you meet in the street, people that you talk on the phone. If people are having a bad day, they will transfer and project their negative energy to you. So it's not your energy, but it's what has come through them. So no matter how much you take your vibrational pill, and then suddenly you've got this projection being thrown at you, which is not your stuff, you're taking it on. Unless you just go, hang on, no, this is not my stuff. I'm not taking this on. This stuff has no power over who I am. I am more powerful than this low vibrations rubbish. Yeah. So you have to do this. You have to become a third person, in other words, to look at and assess your life and observe and look at your life. And how you do that is you go within and you meet your higher self. Your higher self is your higher consciousness. Your higher consciousness of mind is the higher consciousness of heart, which is the soul language, soul song, soul love. That's a vibrational pill. But like I said, in order for the vibrational pill to work effectively in manifesting a healing, manifesting so that you can attract that house, or attract, desire and require what you want in your dreams. In order for it all to work in its full entirety, you have to have at least 50% of your pain and issue and unresolved issues of your pain body and your karmic inheritance. In other words, you have to have it cleared. So you clear by clearing your chakras. Absolutely, you have to work like this. And if you don't want to do that, then it doesn't matter. You can ask the angels of sacred fire to come in. But let me tell you, one day they'll do it for so long, but then you've got to do it yourself. You know, you're guided and you do it for as long as you can, but then they start testing you and you have to start doing this yourself. So the vibrational pill is about energy. You can't see it, but you feel it, but it cannot be seen. It's open 24 hours. You can obtain, you can get a dose of the vibrational pill whenever you want to. The vibrational pill will lift you up. And remember, when you take normal medication, remember when it starts to wear off and you have to take another pill to dose it up. That's exactly how the vibrational pill does, because you have to have an uplifting vibration. You have to lift your vibration in order so that you are not affected by the lower vibration that's going on. And it's getting worse. It's going to get worse. Honestly, you can tell from what's going on in the news in the world. It's all cleansing and purification. Therefore, you need to go in and check and just, make an appointment with yourself 3 times a day, at least. 2 minutes, 5 in the morning, make it a little bit longer. Of course, when you're at work, just take that 2 minutes. Get your vibrations lifted up again, so that you can stay in that, back up there. And then again, at night time, when you go to sleep, when you retire, then you look at your day and you say thankful for the day. So you're saying good night to everything. Thank you for the day. Thank you for this wonderful person that I met. And then if, for example, you had some disagreements that day, then you have to forgive. So at the end of the day, that's the time when you're not going to be distracted with the phone call. You're not going to be distracted. You're going to be there. You have that sacred time. And that's when you evaluate your day and say, I could have actually handled that situation a little bit better. All right, so I see what's happening. So then you do forgiveness. You forgive yourself and you forgive that person as well. Because that's another thing. The vibrational pill will not work if you still have forgiveness to give out. If there's still unresolved issues where you need to forgive yourself for certain things and forgive others. Because remember, everyone it's almost like this world is a stage and we're all players and we all have role plays. And maybe that person, did that to you, but that made you stronger. And that made you become who you are, which is closer to the light. There are the ones that are non-light and they have a different path altogether. It's not for me to judge. It's not for any of us to judge. All I'm doing today is let you know about the vibrational pill, because that's That's how it is. We need to lift our vibrations up, and then you can receive its full entirety of manifestation of healing, manifestation of your dreams, aspirations. Yeah. And forgiveness. You need forgiveness. So you need to look at your shadow, face unresolved issues. It's time. And forgiveness. Forgiveness is a huge key. It's huge. It's what's the big problem in this in this world. Forgiveness. It's hard to forgive and forget, they say. What you're doing is, when you forgive, you're not going to forgive what they did. You forgive so that you can set yourself free and set that person free. That's not to say what they did was right. No, you're not saying I forgive you, and that means that I forgive that because it's made right now. No, you have to do a state of forgiveness so that the inner person has been acknowledged and forgiven, and you have forgiven yourself. Therefore, that emotional cord is now cut. So you won't be able to influence and influence each other, because that energy has been cut, meaning it's been forgiven. Therefore, it's been cleared. It's neutralized. You're no longer part of that person, although you hold a part of love, unconditional love in your heart. Doesn't mean to say you've got to be in their lives. No. So forgiveness will free yourself. So the vibrational pill is facing your shadow, your fear, and forgiveness, and just being aware. And it's not easy. I'm still doing mistakes. That's why we're here. Like I said, this world does not exist. This world as we know it cannot exist without judgment, without blame, without gossip, without criticism. It can't. Therefore, we need to have time on our own to lift our vibration so we will not be affected by this. Because now we're about 2023, the falling of the masks are fallen, purification times are coming in. And that means we are dealing now as a human collective consciousness with our soul, the soul contracts, connecting us to the soul love. The mind shift is going to happen, but then we need the heart shifting too. Okay, I'm very much enjoyed talking to you. I'm sorry that I've gone on for a long time. I guess there was a lot to do. Okay, my name is Dr. Madalene Chan, and I will see you next week. And thank you so much to the beautiful, amazing Dr. Jacqueline for allowing me to be part of Talking Heads on USA Global TV. See you next week. Bye.
When we speak, we don't hear. It's abundantly clear. Listening lazy creeping, and nobody's gonna win. Look someone in the eye. If you don't, they surely will cry. You don't hear a word I say, 'cause you always look straight away. Listening lazy drive people crazy. Listening lazy is making us blue. Listening lazy communication goes hazy. Listening lazy, listening lazy. Da 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 da. Listening lazy drive people crazy. Listening lazy is making us blue. Listening lazy communication goes hazy. Listening lazy, listening lazy. When you interrupt your friend, you will surely have to make amends. Lady Ella knows the way to help you listen better every day. And what's that?
It's listening lazy.
Listening lazy drive people crazy. Listening lazy is making us blue. Listening lazy communication goes hazy. Listening lazy, listening lazy. Listening lazy drive people crazy. Listening lazy is making us blue. Listening lazy communication goes hazy. Listening